Okay, this is going to be our first video for the new unit, stretching and shrinking. In this investigation, this video is going to be our only video for the first couple lessons we do, just some introductory information on enlarging and reducing shapes, and our essential question is going to be what happens to a figure when it is enlarged or reduced. This whole unit is going to be the unit that we can draw a lot of real-life connections to, as it's all about taking one figure and making it bigger or smaller without making the figure look different. You can think about all the different times this happens in real life. You might do this when you're sketching something for a project before you draw the final copy. Architects do this when they design buildings. Animators do this when they make movies. So you can see there's a lot of different real-life connections that we're going to be drawing. First word is image. An image is a figure or drawing that is created after an original drawing has been enlarged, meaning to be made bigger, or reduced, meaning to be made smaller. The original drawing is going to be called our pre-image. When you do create an image from a pre-image, you are creating something that's similar to the original, and therefore we call the image a scale drawing. We're going to be looking at this word similar and coming up with a definition of it as we go along. When we look at an original figure like the one on the left, we would call that the pre-image, and the actual image, which would be the larger one on the right, we look at their corresponding parts, or items that are in the same locations in both figures. Specifically, we're going to talk about corresponding sides and corresponding angles. So you notice in my two triangles here, the one on the left is my pre-image, the one on the right is my image. Let's start with corresponding angles. Notice that angle A, and it looks like A apostrophe. We read that A prime. We use an apostrophe to show the image. If we were to create another image, we would use two apostrophe, which would be A double prime. But notice that A and A prime both have the 90-degree angle box, so those correspond. Okay, we just would need to align these shapes so they look the same then. We see that B corresponds with B primed, and C corresponds with C primed. In similar ways, we can find corresponding sides. When we name a side, we use the two vertices that define the sides. So side AB is going to be the up and down leg of the left triangle. It corresponds with side A primed, B primed, which is in the same spot on the right triangle. Side BC, the diagonal side, it's called the hypotenuse of the right triangle. It corresponds with side B prime, C prime. Lastly, side AC, that's the bottom leg of the left triangle, corresponds with side A prime, C prime. So in this investigation, we're going to be taking a look at a couple different scenarios. We're going to be taking a look at this picture on the left and seeing what we can determine about the person in the picture. We're going to be taking the poster on the right and we're going to be enlarging it and reducing it and looking how different things change when we enlarge it or reduce it by different what we're going to eventually call scale factors. So that's all we have for this video. That'll give us our foundation moving forward for the next couple lessons.